Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
And I'm Jeremiah.
We're back for episode 248.
Yes, 2 times 2 times 2 times 31, probably, something like that. I had it looked up before.
I was like, are you serious?
I had it looked up. I closed it, so I'm just going on memory. It's
that
something
is
like
our
that.
prime number moment of the week. Well, I mean, honestly, I actually forgot about that part of the show until I said the number and was looking at you expectantly, and I think I put you on the spot pretty hard there. Well, he looks up the
we're
actual...
correct. We're correct, yes.
Oh, we are correct. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm sorry, no. I am correct. For my primies, who are my primies out there? That's one primie whistling. Primies are not good at whistling, nor are preemies. They are often born with cleft lips.
I don't think that's factual, but welcome to the Lost at Home podcast.
Whatever.
This is a show where we pull the weirdest, most obscure stories we can find from the internet. We basically tell you a little something about them, and then we put a positive spin on them by turning them into new content.
Yes, most of the stuff we do it makes you smarter.
Yeah,
that's the tagline.
Yeah, we're here to educate and to entertain.
You're going to learn something, whether it actually makes you smart. I don't think learning necessarily means you're smarter, right? Like, just like sometimes you have to bump good shit out that could be intelligent to make room for the dumb shit we are sending you. But you are going to love it. And you're going to be hit at the parties by repeating our content.
I believe that was a Homer moment from an early season of The Simpsons where he's like, I can't learn a new thing without losing an old thing. And they had like a flash into his brain of like one thing dying while he was created.
It was something great like tying his shoes or something like that.
Yeah, it was something dumb,
I can't remember exactly what it was, which is stupid because I'm a Simpsons fanatic from those classic seasons, so I should know that. But I'm just so jazzed to get into this show.
Yeah, we actually found way more stories this week than we could fit into one show. Normally we cover, I'd say, 4 to 5, maybe 6 stories if we're doing really well and we're on a roll.
Yes.
This week we found, 18?
Yeah.
It was gross how many cool stories were out there this week.
But the thing about these is that it's not kind to our listeners to just be like, oh, you can't hear this because we don't have time. What we can do is maybe is trying to like compress some of these stories that are. Cause sometimes we'll actually come to the table with so many stories and we'll cut out the ones that are pretty much like, this is just a headline. We don't really. We probably can't necessarily create a lot of extra content out of it. So we're actually bringing back an old, I didn't even call it segment. For a few episodes,
it was an old idea we had where we were like, there's too many stories. Let's do this.
Much like this, yes.
And it was basically a rapid fire section of the show where we give you a bunch of weird stories all in one quick lump, and then we move on to the content creating portion. We actually dropped it for no good reason that I can think of, honestly. I mean, except maybe we might have had a dry news week where there was literally not enough stories for it, and then by the next week, 2 weeks had passed, and that is the length of our memories.
Yes, we're just like, what? Who now? And and that's the thing about this is now I think the way it works is better like this, where those weeks where we do have extra content, instead of just planning on dragging some out of the show, or dragging the show out, or pulling them out of the show entirely, we just move some of the ones that are a little more like headline worthy to the top, do the rapid fire segment when necessary. It might be 2 stories. It might be like this week was 6. And
I like the way you worded that. We'll do the rapid fire segment when necessary. It almost sounds like break glass in case of emergency.
Exactly. Sometimes
this segment needs to start out with like a wah, wah, like alarms, bells. And
you definitely did not do an alarm sound. That would be the most depressing, like a fire truck going to your house, like womp womp. Like it's like rubbing it in, like, ooh, you don't have a house anymore, do you? Womp womp.
But this is the idea, and basically we're gonna try to keep this thing alive as long as it's necessary.
Yes.
So some weeks we'll have rapid fire, some weeks won't. If you can think of a wittier, more creative name than rapid fire, hit us up on Instagram at the Lost at Home Podcast. Facebook, anywhere else. Just hit us up, Lost at Home Podcast. You can find us on all social medias.
Yep.
So, are you ready, Jer?
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Now, listeners, are you ready? Rapid fire.
That fucking dum-dums whistling and fucking fire trucks coming down the road.
All right. Story number 1. Australia asks people to stop taking wombat selfies.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's fucking ridiculous. They're adorable, but you're taking them out of their habitat and you're fucking their whole world up. Shut up, millennials. Stop it. And another thing. No, not another thing.
Number 2, Arizona Republican files bill to pay for border wall with $20 porn access tax.
I'll access my tax anytime I want. By that, I mean I'll stroke my dick without having to pay you any $20. No wall, no porn tax. Hashtag... Wait, those go at the beginning. Sorry, I'm not a millennial.
Hashtags go at the end.
They do now. Okay, good.
Number 3, Toto's Africa is now playing on repeat in the Nabib.
I'm going to say Nabib.
Nabib?
Nabib.
Nabib?
Namib.
Namib.
Namib. Namib Desert. Well, I don't know what this dog did to you, Dorothy, but this dog don't hunt. Oh, puns need to make sense.
No. I like these hot takes. I mean, they're not very informative. They don't explain the story at all, but I like these hot takes.
This dog don't hunt. A sound engineer, or an artist slash sound person, whatever, installed a nice sound installation. That's what you do with installations. You install them in the Namib Desert that will play Toto on repeat forever and ever because it is solar powered, or for as long as an iPad and these little speakers work. They're all on little separate pedestals. So every time you walk into this desert, you will be greeted by Toto's Africa. Probably a white person that did it, and it's probably very racist.
Now, I want to pause real quick. I like that it's Toto's Africa.
Uh-huh.
It's a fun song.
Yes, it is.
It's gotten more popular over the years.
It has.
Weird.
I mean, it was a hit when it came out, but it's gotten that resurgence, much like Hall & Oates and whatnot.
The Namib Desert's in the middle of Namibia, in Africa.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But I think when I think African desert, all I think of Ishtar. And that song, I've been through the desert on a horse with no legs. That song.
Yeah. Yes, it's a man. You were correct, Scott. That song is about a man dragging legless horse
Most of a horse
into the desert for no reason.
I never saw Ishtar, and I don't know the lyrics to that song, but that song is iconic and bad. So bad, funny, bad. That would be
Toto's
my
Africa
angle.
or that one,
that one.
Yeah, because America I think is the other one. Right?
Went through the desert on a horse with no legs. Didn't get far.
No, of course not, because you had to drag it, and that's not the way horses work.
No. Number 4. Russian man proposes in court to a woman who stabbed him 13 times, which is the reason why he was in court.
He was in court for that reason. She was on trial. She had just been expected to get 6 years behind bars for doing this, and the man was like, please go easy on her because I want to marry her. And then he proposed right there, boom, boom. And
the judge actually held the case. He's like, wait, we're not doing anything else today. We need to stop.
Yeah, and then he killed himself because he was like, really? This is the way the fucking world works now.
Number 5,
That's love,
Costco.
Yep.
Costco sells 5-gallon buckets, that is 27 pounds, of mac and cheese now. It has a 20-year shelf life, and it's sold under the emergency section of their website.
Here's the thing. Nobody who bought it is a doomsday prepper. These are all just fat people and lazy moms.
America.
Yep.
Number 6.
Oh, it didn't sold out, by the way. You got to wait for it to come back in stock.
And it's sold out. Honestly, I will do an aside here myself.
Yes.
Doomsday prepper food? Dude, 5-gallon bucket of mac and cheese.
Yeah.
If zombies hit tomorrow, I'd be like, I'm going to share my basement and eat my mac and cheese with my hands.
For doomsday food, that's definitely it. But nobody who bought this was a doomsday prepper. These are just people this is just a fucking incel gamer who was just has a spoon in it.
Yeah.
And he's going to just eat
Jimmy,
until he
can you
dies.
come over to the house with your jigsaw? I need to cut a hole in my coffee table roughly the diameter of a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah. Don't ask me what it's for.
I'm going to slide the bucket into my coffee table. And we're just going to put spoons in it.
Yeah. No, it needs to go next to my piss bucket hole.
And last story, number 6, women. Women. Oh my God, ladies. Don't put parsley in your fucking vagina.
Yes.
No matter what Marie Claire tells you.
Yeah, most people probably won't do this, but yeah, seriously, just don't do that. It should be common knowledge.
Don't put anything in there except penises, vibrators,
didgeridoos,
surgically covered fingers,
yep.
like gloves, surgically
glove
surgical
fingers,
gloves.
Yep. Dogs' tongues.
Dogs' penises, if you don't mind the barbs.
Yep, that's fine. They do hold you up pretty good.
I think that's about it.
Well, here's the thing: is there's actually
cameras. Cameras are fine.
I will actually go do this a little aside here as well. Is I wanted to actually flesh this out. Flesh. That's not a very good pun.
No, because every story involves someone or something that has
I
flesh.
can definitely go flesh.
Don't take pictures of wombats. Flesh.
Yeah, pussy.
Hashtag flesh trade.
So the thing about this is I was the reason I went into head in the rapid fire is because originally I was like I was going to go in the regular show, but only if I could actually find more information out about because we have reported on this. Yeah,
so many stories about putting shit in your pussy.
Yes,
and things.
But no, because I know we've covered that, so I was actually looking for a roundup. The thing is that when you type in stuff you shouldn't put in your vagina. It's first of all, doesn't
it just say lists. Everything except
pretty much like doctors say here are the just if you want to put something in your vagina and you're not sure first of all or to steer clear of a lot of organic things like plastic things and stuff like that whatever if they're clean a Barbie is probably the same as a dildo for the most part. Also, don't take your doctoral advice from me. Don't put a Barbie inside your vagina unless you asked the doctor because her hair is actually made from old Mexican babies.
Yeah. Just that late night phone call. Hello, Dr. Obstetrician. I'm gonna put...
his name was spot on.
I'm gonna put this boy in me tonight. His name's Chad. I found him at a bar. I just read this article. They say you should put things in your pussy. Should I put Chad in there?
Yeah, you can put Chad in your pussy, assuming he is not a rutabaga.
Chad's a vegan.
Oh, then you cannot do that. You cannot put him.
You will die.
Yeah, that is like putting straight tofu up in that pussy. And soy and pussies do not mix. I've got that. That's actually my license plate. I had to spend a lot of money to get soy and pussy do not mix.
His license plate says extra firm because it's tofu. He's the hard stuff.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I'm into the hard stuff.
Go to town.
Yeah, just you know what, Tammy? Just go to town. And Chad, you're
a lucky man.
You're a lucky vegan.
You're a lucky man.
Someone actually wants to touch that.
You're a lucky man.
That asparagus you have between your legs.
Asparagus. That's good. That's good.
Well, that gets us past the rapid fire segment of the show.
Yes.
And if anyone listening would like to tweet us at the Lost at Home on Twitter, maybe hit us up on our Facebook page, which is we have a page and a group. The group is where we actually talk to people.
Yes.
Or on Instagram, also Lost at Home Podcast.
That's right.
Hit us up there with your ideas for a rapid fire segment title.
Yep.
We will pick the best from a hat or a Jimmy hat, and we'll see what happens.
Jimmy's hat. Yeah.
Is that where Jimmy hat came from?
Jimmy's hat. Yeah.
Like there was a dude named Jimmy, put a condom on. Everyone's like, it's like a hat.
Yeah, he put a hat. He put a condom on his head. He was a very small man. He had a small
I was
head.
thinking he put it on his dick, but he didn't roll it down, so it literally just looked like a hat, like a dock worker's like beanie.
Yeah, no, actually, it was a medical hat. This man named Jimmy had to wear. He was a little touched, and it looks a lot like what a condom looks like when you don't roll it down all the way. So people started calling it a Jimmy hat. Then Jimmy killed himself because he was being bullied so much by those people. And rest in peace, Jimmy.
Rest in peace, Jimmy.
Not vengeance for Jimmy. What is it?
Did you just take a knee for Jimmy?
Justice for Jimmy.
You just took a knee for
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I'm starting hashtag Justice for Jimmy hashtag.
Wow. I hope that we don't get any cross pollination between us and Dairy Queen, where they think we're taking a knee for Jimmys and their under-leveled popularity.
Jimmy.
No one likes the rainbow Jimmies.
Oh, Jimmy's, you mean the sprinkles?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. They call them Jimmies.
Didn't we touch on the fact that Jimmy's was like potentially a racist term at one point? It was actually supposed to be black sprinkles or something like that?
Well, there's brown ones, which are chocolate, and then there's rainbow. And everyone hates rainbow.
And those are just rainbow sprinkles. Yeah. That's what they should be.
They taste exactly the same, by the way.
Yes, they do. There's no flavor in those. It's color.
That right there is a metaphor for race relations. Yeah, that black girl, that white girl, well, that multicolored girl, I guess, because it's rainbow sprinkles.
Yes.
They taste the same.
Yes. Or never mind. She's got jaundice and chlamydia and rosacea. That's why she's so many colors. Oh, she tastes horrible. Okay. Well, yes, because she's diseased. It's different though. Disease isn't a race. We can pick on her. Okay, we can pick on the disease.
She also has one of those rare conditions where she has that one tooth that grows out of the side wall of the vagina.
Yes.
It's a dead tooth. It's yellow.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had to throw another color.
She's got dead tooth mouth in her vagina.
Dead tooth vagina.
You know what would actually clean that up? A little bit of parsley.
Now it is time to move into the show proper, where we dig the deepest, darkest stories from the internet. We deliver them to you in web droppings. Web
2.0.
And we spit them into content. Are you ready for this, Jer? Do you want me to take the first story since I brought it to the table?
We should be taking the stories that we brought to the table. I think we've got these.
That's not fair at all, but we'll do it anyway.
Yes, yeah. Because I brought one story.
Because you brought one story.
I brought two, actually. Yeah.
Which we may not get to.
Yes. That's true. That's true. I do actually know the next story, so I'll take the next one better. This one I know as well, but I think this was a good hot one for you to start off with.
All right. Title of the story, this comes from Forbes.com. Injecting semen into your arm does not treat back pain. Case shows.
Yes.
It only took one. Can I repeat?
Yes.
One case of this to prove it didn't work.
Yes, but here's the thing: is like this person got that information from somewhere. So there's like some forum on there where there's these dudes. Here's the thing:
we did not do our due diligence.
This is us making sure to like to even things out. We're not just going to shame women for putting weird things in their vagina. At least that was like
we're
for health
shaming
reasons.
this guy for putting weird shit in his arm that came out of his dick.
And you had to inject it. Like it's one thing if you're just like, here's some leafy stuff, and you pop it up in there. But
maybe he's like a little bit of a. Everyone calls me needle dick, and you know what? I'm gonna use this superpower I was born with, and he's like literally got a needle dick.
And he fucks his own.
He fucks his own arm,
the small of his own back, or something. It's his arm that he injected into his arm, but it's for back pain that he injected it for.
So this comes out of Ireland from the Irish Medical Journal, and this is a 33-year-old male patient who is suffering from continuing severe lower back pain after lifting what I love as they describe a heavy steel object. Just say it. Say what it fucking was.
What was it?
I don't know. A bell.
I thought you were gonna go dirty. I just
a fucking bell.
He just wanted to move that bell from one side of the fucking room to another. He was helping his church.
Hey, why'd you stop jerking off in the pews and move that bell to the top of the tower? All right.
Oh no! Well, I'm gonna have to fuck my way out of this one.
During the physical exam, his doctor noticed a red, swollen area in his upper right arm.
And I'm pretty sure his first question was, "Hey, sir, did you get your arm pregnant?
Or are you shooting up on heroin?"
Yeah.
Like, also, there's many reasons why you could have swelling in your upper arm.
Just could be a bad infection or something.
The doctor then questioned about this area, and he revealed he was using an innovative method to treat back pain. That is a quote.
Okay, yes.
That is a fucking direct quote.
How long did it take? This had to be like the longest doctor's appointment ever, because you know damn well the doctor was like, all right, so how did this happen? And you know, like when you go to a doctor, you don't really want to tell them the truth, but you realize over time they get it out of you, and which is good because you should tell your doctor the truth. It definitely took 20 minutes for him to finally be like, figure out a way in his head to spin it. And he's like, well, I'm using this innovative new method.
Now, we all think of Forbes as being like this pinnacle of news almost, because
it's definitely
it's fairly well vetted.
Like a lot of financial stuff and everything, but it's definitely a well established website.
I'm going to throw a quote in here from the writer of this story because I can't do this better justice.
This is from Forbes.
What exactly was this innovation? Injecting his own semen into his veins. Yes, comma, his semen. Yes, comma, injecting. Yes, comma, into his veins. Yes, comma, exclamation mark, written out.
Out. Yes.
Forbes. Soon to be BuzzFeed.
They're like, wait a minute, BuzzFeed's been trying to do serious news. Why don't we get down in the fucking dirt with BuzzFeed and start like eating at the fucking heels of everybody?
BuzzFeed also needs to go to fuck away because I get weird notifications from the Apple News app, and once in a while I'll be like, BuzzFeed, top 25 reasons you shouldn't wash your feet. 2 minutes later, BuzzFeed, disclosed documents about Donald Trump may lead to impeachment. Also, this, da-da-da. I'm like, you can't be serious and this frivolous at the exact same fucking time. You're not USA Today. And they cornered that market.
Yeah, and I guess it get it. Like you want to like take yourself more seriously because you feel bad that you're such a piece of shit rag. But
9 ways to hold a condom without a hand.
Yeah.
17 things you thought happened in school that you just forgot.
So this is an
29 ways water can kill you. None of them are drowning.
First of all, I'm definitely adding to empty promises.
Bad BuzzFeed.
We could definitely make like the first 2 of them or something like that, and then move on. Like
17 pictures of giraffes, only 4 are pornographic.
update. In the last time we published this, we said only 4 were pornographic. We meant only 4 were not pornographic. We're sorry for the mistake, and BuzzFeed wants to make sure that you know the integrity of our articles mean nothing. Fuck you. Also, John Mueller has a new bombshell.
912 pictures of naked celebrities. Some are pandas.
Hey, there is that. There are those pandas.
I feel like I could just go work for BuzzFeed tomorrow and be like,
yeah.
I would be like VP in a month.
It's like the South Park episode where Cartman goes to Hollywood as Osimo, the bot, and he comes up with like 900 new movies, all starring Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Like
it's that easy.
It is really is. Yeah, it's like it's like asking the improv crowd for like different things to create something with. Only your improv crowd is your own brain. So you're like, give me a thing, give me a person, and give me a setting, and then next thing you know, you've got naked celebrity
12 things you can't do with this specific rock. And you look at the picture of you holding it.
Yeah, drink tea from it. It's like you burning yourself.
I do have a BuzzFeed account. I have posted stories on there myself.
Oh my God.
I should maybe ramp this up hard.
This could definitely be like Lost at Home could definitely do.
I could log in at any moment and write anything. Trust me, I've tested it.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, because it always starts with 14 things blank,
and it's like
about
Reddit.
blank.
It's like Reddit.
Blank.
It's like, okay, it's like CNN meets Reddit. It's a air quote news site, and then anyone can post and upvote to get you to the top.
So I like the way that this actually
that's literally how BuzzFeed
is
works.
The new content that we created for this story. It has nothing necessarily to do with the story, but it definitely came from this story.
Oh, and we just might become wicked BuzzFeed journalists by the end of the week.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I already am technically.
The fact that you use no air quotes around journalist.
Oh yeah, I have published stories on BuzzFeed.
But I would also like to mix the cool, like the good stories they're trying to do too. Be like 20 things John Mueller doesn't want you to know about blah blah blah. Like your own investigation. That way you can mix their like serious shit with their batshittery crap. So we got an idea for Empty Promises 2019, baby.
Dig it.
We probably need to just update the number in that other, because I don't think we got to very many in 2018, but we'll get to some.
All right. To end out this story real quick, because I think that's the content we created.
Oh, for sure.
The area around the patient's arm had become firm and hard after, quote, failed multiple attempts at injecting the bodily fluid, causing an extravasation of semen into the soft tissues. In other words, he kept missing his veins.
Yes.
So the semen had been leaking into the body tissue around the vein, causing a collection of fluid surrounded by an angry inflammation.
Yeah, of course. Your arm is angry. It got jabbed with cum. Who the fuck isn't going to be mad about that?
Oh,
Jesus.
and being this is the singular test case for lower back pain semen injections, it did not work.
It did not work. But here's the thing. Not enough empirical evidence to convince me that it won't work.
I mean, technically, you would need 3 case studies, right? At least.
Well,
you need to triangulate your studies.
Well, and you also definitely need to have
science.
You need a control group. You need somebody who injects themselves with just water and they kill themselves because
that will
kill you.
One person uses air. One person uses water. One person uses semen.
Yep.
Well, what happened? Dead, inflammation. Well, I guess semen cures back pain.
It's definitely the most... It is the most successful injection-based back pain relief that we tested. That could actually be true, and it's published in a journal.
That's so sad.
Yes, because, we tried these other methods we won't even tell you about because the other people died. Are you injecting yourself with the right thing for back pain? Not if it's not cum.
All right, moving on. Next story. Do you want to take this one?
Yes, absolutely. Woman pretends to be her own autistic twin, apparently for some sexual gratification hoax, actually, was the way it ended up turning out.
This comes from Texas.
Yeehaw! So this woman is accused of trying to sexually assault her caregiver after faking autism. Essentially,
Yeehaw.
She pretended she was her own autistic sister. Yeah. Oh, you're getting... This is...
Oh, I'm looking this up on Pornhub later. Pretending to be own autistic sister.
1,452 hits. 7 pages.
I just found my new kink. Calling into work sick tomorrow.
I'm sick. Well, first of all, my back hurts, so I got to make all this cum so I can fix it. You know how much one dose of cum is for your back pain? I got to masturbate 6-7 times a day, baby. So I'm just blowing poofs out the tip.
Yeah, Rachel Child's
Yes.
29 years old.
So she had the intent to commit assault, indecent exposure, and burglary. And apparently what she was trying to do is she kind of set up this thing with a caregiver that she kind of wanted some sexual gratification from. And
Hey,
obviously,
come over and pick up my autistic sister and take care of her.
yeah, and so and I'm guessing I think her like justification for this was if you're in a caregiver situation and then it's somebody who, has these developmental disabilities, you can be sometimes forgiving if they start groping you or something like that, even though you may like, oh, you're not supposed to do this. So she's trying to get some time with her, but also essentially justify, like, if things don't go well and she doesn't really want to hook up with this autistic girl, like, she doesn't have to worry too much about the ramifications. Unfortunately, this woman decided to do the most basic amount of research to determine that she actually was an only child, had no siblings whatsoever.
Probably Facebook alone.
Oh, I think that's pretty much what it was. She did almost no research. Was like, wait a minute. I mean,
after being groped once or twice at least.
Yes,
by
and also knowing that like this twin was a little too twinny. Like twins, sure. Over like when they're young, it's hard to tell them apart.
Same clothes as the person that hired you, and
just exactly the same thing. And it's like, twins, especially as people get older, they start drifting a little bit. People put on weight differently. They hold themselves differently, different like situations. People can actually start to look a little bit different, drift a little further apart. Young, it's really hard to tell apart. There's these stories about, people who aren't even sure if they're technically the twin that they're named, like because their parents apparently
but when you get down to that, who the fuck?
Who cares? You're still the person you are, right? It just might not technically match your birth record, who you think you are, but it doesn't really matter because you are the human you are. This person clearly was just like, okay, this is a little bit like conspicuous, so I'm going to do a little bit of research. Found out this person was an only child, or at least definitely didn't have a sister. I can't remember who was only child, but definitely did not have a sister, let alone a twin sister. So this was pretty cut and dry to be like, oh, wait a minute, you essentially tried to molest me using your, this is a different level. I mean, there's almost a bit of respect here. But
it's creative.
It's ridiculous.
It's creative.
I mean, it would be good if it was in a movie. Like, it would be something to laugh about in a movie.
Also, we are burying part of the story.
Yes.
The caregiver and the fake autistic twin, both female.
Yes. Yes. It was a lesbian relationship that she wanted.
Yeah, I think that is important to the story on some level because it does add an added twist, a new layer.
Yes, it's M. Night Shyamalanian, if you will.
And I would say, if you were to make this into new content, this is just me. If you have a better idea, let me know.
I do not guarantee.
You know that show on HBO, Room 204?
I have not seen it, but I know it, yes.
It is.
It's an anthology series, yes.
Yeah, about the same hotel room and different people.
Yep.
Okay.
And it looks pretty good.
So I'm thinking a similar show where every episode is about a different set of twins. So it's very not similar in the sense that there's no connective thread except for the word twins.
Okay.
But every episode's about a different pair of twins doing a different fucked up thing.
Okay.
So messing with someone's life, breaking up a marriage.
And this would actually be one that's even a twistier one because this would be one where technically there aren't even twins at all.
Yeah.
But you're not going to know that going into it. You will actually be led into the story thinking they're really twins.
It's called a show like Twins or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
or something.
Let's call it Rapid Fire.
But like you can even have someone who's been married for like 30 years happily and then finds out his spouse or her spouse has been a twin the whole time.
Yeah.
Or a murderer where someone gets the electric chair, but the twin did it. Like, everyone's about twins, and it's all horror.
Yeah. And this one would be where the twist in the series where it actually you think it's about twins, but you find out at the end it's actually about one person. So we'd invert it just once in the whole thing. Like, ooh, huh?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Exactly.
But you'd keep them guessing. You would assume these are actually twins the entire story.
I mean,
and the reveal
even
would
the
be
show Twins
the
might
same
not
dog,
even be about that all the time because there are twins that don't look alike also. So you could have an entire story
the fraternal twins.
where you don't even know they're twins until it's announced at the end.
Well, because there could be a bunch of people in their lives you don't know
and
which
you don't know
one's
which
a twin.
ones are the
exactly.
twins.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
there you
go.
I like it. It turns out they're actually all quadruplets.
Ooh. Oh, that's season finale. Season 1, season finale.
Yep.
No, season 4, season finale.
Oh, yeah, we got to build up to that.
Because there's 4 of them.
Exactly.
Season 4. Triplets, season 3 finale.
Yeah, oh yeah, and then it just gets formulaic, yeah.
Season 2 finale, no twins at all. They just
lie. Switch it. Yeah, that could be the one, that could be the season finale we're talking about, where it's one woman instead of twins.
Season 1 ends with conjoined. But you don't know it till the end. They
always
talk through their door with the chain.
Yep.
And that you can never see the other twin.
Yep. Yep, that's good. I mean, so yeah, there's always like a face.
I'm getting harassing phone calls from your apartment. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know the phone.
Yeah.
And it's the joint twin who's doing all these harassing phone calls. Like, has like a stump arm and a Bluetooth.
And you can actually hear them making one of the calls in the background as the person's like, yeah, your refrigerator's running. Cool. I mean, those probably not the disturbing phone calls. It's been a while since I've made a prank call. Do people still do your refrigerator's running?
No.
Your refrigerator's running, and I also killed your baby. Boom.
I also think they stopped doing the phone call is coming from inside of the house because you can't with cell phones.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can, but... Actually, you kind of only could with cell phones unless you had 2 lines out in your own house. Because how could you call within a house and say...
Well, what used to happen, people would have multiple, they'd have
more than
different
one line,
lines. But nowadays, everybody has cell phones, so you're lucky to find one line in a...
And now you literally do it on a cell phone. Be like, yeah, the call's coming from inside the house. I have a fucking mobile phone. I can walk anywhere I want. See, I'm behind you now.
Yeah. Yeah, and this call is also coming from inside the house. I'm fucking looking at you right now.
All right.
Yeah. We're all just here at a party. A lot of calls are coming from inside that house. There's like thousands of people making calls from inside that house right now. Yeah. You're throwing a party.
You are at an AT&T convention.
Wait a minute. The call's coming from inside the convention?
Is that why Tom Hiddleston won't leave me alone?
Yes. Is that what he sounds like?
No, he's the geeky guy from Silicon Valley.
I know, but that's Middleditch.
Middleditch. No, Tom Hiddleston's the Loki.
Oh, yes. So that's not
I confused Middleditch and Loki.
Yeah.
I might be the first person to ever have done that.
Nah.
Okay.
Those are like close enough last names to make it that.
Middleditch and Loki.
Yeah.
Yes, very similar.
Well, yeah. I think Hiddleston and Middleditch, but yeah.
That is also assuming that Loki's last name is also Loki.
Yep.
Hey, Loki. All right, Jerry, you're up with this one.
Yep.
This
is actually something that we've. It kind of harkens back to some of the early days of our podcast where we used to cover serial poopers a lot. And this one, I just kind of like wanted to bring us back to those good old days where somebody's running around and there's like a bunch of. There's a crime spree, but it's sort of a ridiculous one. This one actually is a little bit more. I guess serious. It's still like nobody. I mean, people are technically getting hurt, but not like killed or hurt.
Yeah, it's like when you drive to intersections at night when no one's around, and you jump out of your car real quick and you hit the walk signal, and then you drive.
Yeah.
So the next car in that lonely night has to sit there while the walk signal goes and counts down from 15 seconds, but there's no one out there.
Yep.
There's no people. There's no cars. But they're stuck. They can't move.
And that drives them so crazy that person becomes the St. Paul slapper. That's we are in St. Paul. And I guess there's nothing better to do in St. Paul. It's a big city. I don't know why. But apparently this one person has been going on since December. These reports to police of somebody doing it. It's not just slapping. Sometimes they'll throw shit from their car, these drive-by throwings. But the person is always dressed in like not hockey mask. Ski mask. There you go. To hide their identity. And they'll sometimes pull up, get out of the car, go smack somebody, get back in the car and drive away. They will sometimes throw things at people, douse them with different things. And the police are finally like, all right, enough's enough. We got to stop this because this is just getting ridiculous. Sure, there are larger, bigger fish to fry, but this person's actually going around and causing enough of a nuisance where they're now looking for the St. Paul slapper. He's white, in his 30s, heavy set, about 200 pounds. Or above 200 pounds, and wears a ski mask as he does his crimes. He's damaged vehicles, hit people, damaged people. And as I believe one of the officers said, you can't just drive around St. Paul throwing things and slapping people and hitting them with wrenches. It's a weird situation.
Yeah, he tried hitting someone with a wrench, I believe, and failed. I think he hit a car with a wrench.
Yeah, I think that was the damaged vehicle.
He also has a teardrop tattoo under his eye, which I believe is a prison thing.
Usually it's a prison thing for people you've killed, isn't it? Something like that.
I think you kill someone in prison, or you get one to make it look like you killed someone in prison.
Yeah. The first thing I would do, if I were ever in like a really hard prison, I would get 1,400 teardrop tattoos that just go all the way down to like my toe.
Yeah.
It just goes down, stretches across my dick and my belly, in that order. I don't know why my dick is above my belly.
If someone ever calls you out and like, why do you got so many of those? Be like, I make it rain.
Yeah.
Make it rain blood.
Make it rain blood.
You got a problem with me? I'll kill you.
I got plenty of room start on this eye if you want, SA. Wait, you're not Mexican? Oh, you want to be only Mexicans to say SA.
I think you'd be like, you want to be my last teardrop tattoo? I got room on my taint for one more.
Yeah, that's right. But saving this part for you, and you can pull your ass cheeks back.
Yeah.
and it just says your teardrop here.
Yeah.
That's already tattooed there, which is then unfortunately counterproductive because
Well,
now
it
you
says
don't
that
have
in a circle.
In a circle, yes.
Leaving the space.
Leaving the space just for the teardrop tattoo to go right over the asshole, so it can get bigger and smaller as you prolapse. Yes.
As you prolapse.
Yes. I mean, new content. First of all, it could just be as simple as literally creating one of those really in-depth making a murderer kind of things about somebody,
Just about him.
Yeah, well, and definitely they bring in the wrong person. They don't know who's who because it's wearing a ski mask. Did they get the wrong
Just
person?
that guy from Dislocated.
Yeah, exactly. That guy. Yeah.
Yeah, just him.
Yeah. Oh god, that's
Oh,
pretty
it's
fun.
like Dislocated the movie, but it's about this story.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, because it could just be a new episode of
gets
Dislocated
blamed.
where he gets blamed for it because they come to his house and he's like, no, I'm in witness protection and that's the reason I'm wearing this.
And he gets all annoyed that they blamed him, so he slaps them.
Yeah.
Which adds to them thinking it's him.
And then it's like, and then they're showing them like rolling back footage side by side to see if the slaps are like the same.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait a minute, no, this guy's got a little more of. Wait, he's left-handed. It can't be him. And they're like, the real slapper's out there. He's still out there.
Yep.
Womp womp womp.
A very
womp,
special
womp,
episode.
womp. That's the
Without
police
the
sirens.
emergency vehicle.
Yes. That was a callback, baby. All right, St. Paul slapper done. Out of the books.
Right. Well, opening the next story, we have Satan's statue declared too friendly.
Yeah, and I was actually thinking I put an
you've got a
addendum.
second
This is going to be
story.
combined into a single
One story.
Yeah, or a single piece of content. Yeah. So yours got started out this way. Satan said
in the city of Segovia in Spain, a bronze statue was created as a tribute to a local legend which says that the devil was tricked into building the city's famous aqueduct. Now, the devil statue made of bronze, it was chosen, there's only a mock-up. It has yet to be installed or technically made. Just a mock-up's done.
Yep.
It is a fat, cheery devil taking a selfie picture of himself.
Yep.
I kind of get what they're going for. Like, if you really want to do something in a city that's this historic, this ancient, don't bring shitty pop culture into it.
No,
maybe have
this
him
is like have like the real like
make an actual gargoyle-y.
That's what I
type
think. Like
devil.
grotesque, like that period of architecture and like where those really demonic looking fucking grotesque statues.
Yeah.
That's what they should look like with like the Satan-y thing with the weird like arms coming off of his head kind of shit. Like creepy shit. That's
Not
what you want.
taking a fucking selfie.
No.
Not in one of the oldest
Do it
cities
right.
on Earth. You don't want a bronze statue of Satan with a fucking iPhone in his hand.
This was definitely
this
workshop.
is tasteless and gross. And
somebody
shitty.
hired like an up and coming or like like the hot marketing firm, and they didn't realize like, oh wait, you don't hire like a fucking pop culture marketing firm just because they're the hot shit and they know how
hire
to
an
get your
artist.
social
They
media.
hire a gothic artist.
Yes, like literally go back in time and dig up like some fucking old gothic artist or some grotesque artist and fucking have them give you nightmares with this shit. They're amazing sculptors.
Or
out
you
there.
just go to like the nearest Sephora and find the one that has no black lipstick.
Yes, exactly.
And wait until they restock and find out who's buying all that fucking black lipstick.
Yep.
And then make them make a devil.
You're like, here, make a devil, yeah.
Because they will.
Yeah, this devil's cutting themselves.
They will. Okay,
Yes.
Jared, inversely,
Inversely, I would say they could probably just swap Satan statues here because in Pakistan, there was a statue outside of I can't remember exactly where it was. It was in like a square or something. I would actually have to look deeper into that because I forgot.
I am looking for you because I did read where.
Yes, and I totally forgot. I read it a couple days ago and forgot exactly where. It's outside of
in front of a historic museum.
Okay, yes, and it's supposed to. The statue was. They hired somebody to make the statue to kind of represent some aspects of Pakistani culture. This person decided to go with
a museum in Lahore.
Okay, and it was supposed to like represent like Pakistani culture and history, and this person decided to go with this kind of ferocity, they thought, and it turns out they made essentially this demon statue that's like, it's like 20 feet tall, and it's a man-animal hybrid sculpture with giant fangs.
It's fucking metal as hell.
Yeah, it's definitely like something fucking metal.
It has head fangs and mandible fangs.
Yes, it is a fucking badass.
And werewolf legs.
But apparently this was not okay for a lot of people because people said it looked too satanic, and even the when it was brought before a judge, even the judge said it's up to us to control Satan, and by controlling Satan, they they ruled that they needed to cover the statue. So now it's just 20-foot tall green tarp over top of this otherwise pretty badass statue. Now I can see where people are like, it seems satanic. The guy was like, I wasn't going for satanic, I was going for ferocity. And other people were like, this doesn't represent Pakistani culture whatsoever. That being said, I say a nice little swap is in order. Put the Jolly Satan statue outside of this Pakistani establishment and take the real badass one, boom, over in, where was the other one? Spain. And fucking boom. We're peacekeepers.
Yeah, literally, that's all that needs to be done.
Yeah.
I don't actually think there's new content. You just made a peace treaty.
Yeah. A peace treaty is content.
Yep, I love it.
It can get ratings.
So I think we're going to move on to a controversial story. It's kind of sad because kids are dumb. And if you have a dumb kid, just, tonight maybe go into their bedroom before they're about to go to sleep and, kiss them on their forehead. And just fucking hit them once.
I was going darker. I was saying give them their final goodbyes and wait till they fall asleep and place a pillow over their mouth and nose and just watch it as their soul leaves their body and just say, shh, I loved you. And then you became fucking stupid. But some people are stupid.
What state is Immo? Is that Montana?
Missouri.
It is Missouri.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from St. Peters, Missouri. 3 teens are in custody after stealing a number of items, including an urn of ashes that they thought was cocaine.
Okay, already stopping you here. These teens are so stupid they don't even know,
look, there's their cocaine holder.
Their cocaine urn?
It's weird how all my older relatives have cocaine holders on their mantles.
Yeah. Well, the thing about this is, this shows that they were so stupid they didn't even know what an urn was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like they didn't.
17-year-olds, by the way.
It's almost like they didn't earn their way into this world. Oh, Big Bang Ball 2019, hot and furious.
Yep.
Fresh. Yeah. 2019's fresh, baby. What do we need from this story?
Well, Matthews, the homeowner, said 17-year-old Devin Gassell and 2 minors stole several items, including her father's ashes.
Yes.
Quote, I'm very upset because 2 of the minors were his grandsons. So, they did that to their grandfather and didn't even realize it was their grandfather's ashes.
Yeah, and still didn't after they did fucking 2 8-balls worth of their grandfather's ashes. And they were like, wait, I don't feel anything. Do you, Gessel? Nah, man. Well, I think this is bunk. We should return it.
Well, these shitty kids tasted the ashes thinking it was cocaine, realized
I guess I've never tasted ashes, but
realized it was not cocaine.
Okay. So they knew what cocaine tasted like.
And threw it away. Threw away the ashes.
You could just go back and sneak it back onto the... That's ridiculous.
They threw them out the window while driving on the highway.
Here's the thing. If they had just stolen it, it would have been like, all right, you don't deserve to get us smothered by a pillow. But that's just not caring about people. I almost
feel like this should be decades of jail time.
You know what? I say just smother them with a pillow.
Yeah,
parents,
something.
I think they should. I mean, I'm not condoning murder, but you should definitely murder these kids, parents.
They're facing burglary and theft charges, but for throwing someone's final remains out a moving car on the highway...
Maybe that's
there needs to be a fucking new crime.
It would be great if, years later, we found out that they dug up the grandfather's will and it was like, I want to be stolen from my mantle after I've been burned and placed into an urn by my grandchildren and have them assume I was cocaine and then throw my remains from the moving vehicle in pursuit of from the cops. Yes. And so we find out this was actually the grandfather's last wish the entire time. It's after they've tried to tell that to the cops. They're like, we don't believe you, kids. You're going to the slammer. Yeah, this new Missouri bill just got passed. Means you got to do life in prison. 25 years later, they dig up the fucking grandfather's will, find out that was in his will the whole time. They were just being good grandkids.
It's a reality show. Weird alive, weird dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, when he was alive, Grandpa used to collect pogs, even though no one liked them.
Yeah.
He would masturbate in open fields and record himself, and then put the sound of music behind it while he spun and shot ropes of jism into the air.
Yeah, it's like a man sprinkler.
Now that he's dead, we're worried to look into the will.
Yeah.
And then the will explains exactly what he wants to have happen post-death.
Yes. It goes on.
It's a reality show, so the family has to do whatever the fuck he writes.
Yes, I love that. The power of law from the will itself doesn't necessarily have that power, but the reality show has the power of law.
Yes.
People will listen to a reality show and do what they have to say.
Yeah, well, Grandpa says you're supposed to smoke him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna snort him,
No.
but I guess I could turn him into crack. I can freebase my grandpa.
Yeah, you gotta mix it with crack. Gotta smoke Grandpa with crack.
I think freebasing grandpa might be a good title for the show.
Ooh, I like that. Write it down. But yeah, other situations like I want my ashes spread out in the in the natural world. Like, oh great, this is gonna be an easy episode. Whew, we got off lucky. Not like that family had to smoke crack last week. And it's like, I want my ashes spread, and you pick like a place you can't go, like Area 51, Trump's master bedroom.
Yeah, the center of the Chernobyl meltdown. Something along those lines.
The clean room for extreme diseases at the CDC.
Yes. I'm trying to think of a completely ridiculous fictional place, and for some reason,
inside the incubator of a preemie. Look, it's like those money machines where they grab the money, but the baby's dying because it's just ashes and no more oxygen.
Oh yes, boy. Well, we're a reality show, so we're immune from all laws.
All laws.
Damn it, the guy from Missouri, mayor of Missouri says, governor of Missouri says, I know how politics work.
The mayor of Missouri, Chuck.
They don't even have a governor, that's how podunk they are.
Hold on, I'll mayor in a moment. I'm just checking all these milks in my own fridge to see which ones are expired by taste.
Nope. How many milks do you have?
I'm the mayor. I get all the milks if I ask for them.
That's right, and I do. Often I say, what do I say, Becky? You say, give me all the milks. That's right, I say, give me all the milks. My
I
name's
also
Chuck.
sit on a throne of naked women. They arrange themselves as I dictate.
Yes.
We change the shape of the chair because sometimes it's uncomfortable sitting on these bony Beckys.
Yes. Isn't that right, Becky? Becky 1 I'm talking to, not Becky 7. I'm talking to chair leg Becky, not back.
And then you got a sides like in The Office where he's like, well, to be fair, they wouldn't be as bony if I just fed them more.
That's true. I do feed 1 because she's for lumbar support. Lumbar Becky, what do I say usually?
He says, I need to eat more cheese because you need better lumbar support.
This week on the Mayor of Missouri. Where's my armrest? Becky 6, where are you?
Armrest Becky, get your ass over here. She's dead now. Oh, I see. Yes. I don't know how we're getting away with this. Oh, because it's a reality show and now we're immune from all laws. Boy, the loopholes in Missouri are fucking ridiculous.
Mayor of Missouri, there's lead water in the school cafeterias. The kids are drinking lead.
Wait, not lead in the water? The water's made of lead? I knew we shouldn't have diverted the pipes to that lead mine. But it was going unused for so many years. What else were we going to do with the goddamn stuff?
Now back to the milk. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Still.
This one.
This is a 50-50.
Who did this? This one was cottage cheese. Who's the prankster?
Becky 7, was it you? No, she's dead too. Oh, I see.
That chair is getting a little wobbly.
Yes.
We lost one of the legs.
Yes, I lose most of my Beckys from scurvy. That's right. Scurvy Becky is most of them. Becky.
Just take that pile of scripts from Bill Cosby's show. No, not the Cosby show. The other one he did. Kids say the randiest things.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Let me just read one. I'll let the chair be a little wobbly as long as I can just read one.
Yes.
And jerk off to this cottage cheese.
That's why the cottage cheese was there. It's not cottage cheese at all. It's my back medicine. Call back! So what? What are you talking about? A podcast I heard years ago.
About the King of Montana.
Yeah, so it's actually where I came, which now it's Montana.
That was the original show, The King of Montana.
King of Montana.
Mayor of Missouri.
But the Mayor of Missouri ripped that idea off.
Oh, that was the spinoff.
Yes.
It came from The King of Montana.
And it was
How
his
many
sidekick.
people are in Montana? 5, I think.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I want my own place. That's Missouri sound.
No. How are we going to pick legislature, government, governors, mayors? Well, there's too few people to have any kind of infrastructure.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Bob, you're king.
You're king now. Cool. That's cool. You want to be my sidekick? No, I want to be mayor of Montana. You can't be. I'll move to Missouri then. It's in M State. It's a long way away, but it's all the same to most people in the United States.
Smash cut to, well, the road trip was long and hard. We didn't know if we'd make it there in time, but we did. That was like a smash cut record skip.
Yeah.
Also, break skid.
I thought it was a break skid, which
Break
is great.
skid It was a break skip.
Oh, a break skip. I like it.
Or a record break. Nope. The harder I push, the further it goes for me.
I break a lot of records in Missouri.
It's like me talking to my nieces and nephews. The harder I push, the further they get from me.
Oh, boo. Even too much even for old mayor of Missouri here. And I have a chair made of dead women. and lumbar Becky.
Oh shit, they're all dead now, huh?
Well, lumbar Becky's doing well. She's got a lot to eat now. Yeah.
It's more of a Becky Ottoman at this point.
Oh, Becky's, I miss thee. Mayor of Missouri has definitely like got my vote, man. I would fucking vote for that ridiculous fucking guy. And he's immune from all laws because he's on a reality show.
I believe that's how Trump has stayed president this long.
Yeah.
He was a reality TV star.
Yep.
Still kind of is.
And he kind of just treats every speech he does as
Immune
like a
from
reality.
all laws.
No, I'm just immune from all of them. Oh, Becky Ottoman. Very good. All right. We have time for one more story. Which one do we want to do here?
The last one could technically just be a rapid fire.
Okay, yeah.
Car company uses a robot that's a butt that sweats and gyrates and mimics the amount of butt damage to a seat in 10 years in 3 days.
Yeah, it's from Ford Europe.
I made up those numbers, but I'm not far off.
You're not far off at all. No, it is from Europe. It's Ford Europe, and it's something they've called a
Robutt.
Robutt. And I'm curious, if you got hold of the security footage in this place, how many dudes have just sat on that seat and let the Robutt just gyrate on top of them?
Are you making a joke, or did you ask me if I really found the security footage?
Now I'm curious if you did.
Which answer would you like?
I would like to know if you really found...
That would be amazing. Just this weird, grainy, like, angled camera.
You just see it going on for, days at a time.
Looks left and right, and then jumps on the robot butt and just rides it.
Well, and the other thing, I was thinking, he would actually sit on the seat and let the robot come down on top of him, but it's like a video game where he has to get under it at the right time.
Under it?
Yeah.
So it's
and
like a hydraulic press just hitting you?
So you're just getting twerked on by this robot.
Road twerk?
Robo
Twerkbot.
Yeah, Twerkbot's good.
Twerkbot.
Yeah, we're not great with our names of things this episode.
Hey, who is? Transformers became GoBots.
Yeah.
Who's good at names?
Yeah.
Not us.
Yeah,
not Hasbro.
It's sort of like Transformers, but they like go. What do you mean? Transformers go all the time. No, these are like GoBots. Really? We're going with GoBots?
Yes. I don't have time for this. I need to fuck my secretary and jerk off in a potted plant.
Call it GoBots and give me some titties. Fuck you. I'm Harvey Weinstein now. Mayor of Missouri. I love it.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein right now is listening to the show going, so how exactly does one become the mayor of or the king of Montana?
King of Montana or the mayor of Missouri? As long as I get my own Weinstein-produced reality show, I'll be fine.
Ooh, I want that. I want that bad. I want him to get disgraced, fucking lose all his money, have to crawl back and do the Weinstein show.
Yep. I think,
but it's self-deprecating. The whole thing is him picking on who he was.
And which is definitely who he is. That guy's never changing.
But he doesn't even get half the jokes. He just does what he's told.
He does what he's told, yeah. Which is
this is gonna be a great skit. You're gonna try to grab that girl's ass. She's gonna me too you so hard.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. Uses words I've heard.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, me too. I've heard that one a lot. Yeah, oh boy, howdy. Me Too House, starring Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, and a bunch of other dirtbag pieces of shit. And a cameo appearance by Louis C.K. I'm going to take my dick out whether you like it or not. Oh, no, he used to be a hero of mine, but I'm not allowed to like him anymore. Me Too House, starring a bunch of creepy pieces of shit.
I can't think of a single instance where someone would have to say Me Too over and over and over again. And that would make a skit if you could figure out the one instance where someone would have to say, oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
But you'd have to figure out how.
Yeah.
Also, I hate
it's almost like somebody have to be creative and write something.
Yeah. Also, it feels weird because I don't like saying me too. It sounds ignorant. I say I as well, or I would, or
me too.
Anything like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's the one time where you could say that is when you agree with someone almost.
Me too.
Which is why the Me Too movement works, because you're agreeing with other people who are talking about
two is
the
also,
thing.
so you know.
I mean, it also goes to, I think, did I ever tell my bad joke on air? I think I told it to you. The joke I invented that's really bad.
You did, yes.
Did I do it on air?
I think you determined you weren't going to, but may have done it anyway.
Yeah,
but I
fuck
can't
it, let's
remember.
do it again.
Yeah, there we go. I think it's actually okay.
You know how you can tell a lot of grammar teachers aren't getting raped in this modern climate? Because the Me Too movement would be the I as well movement.
Yes, yeah. See, it's more of a grammar joke than it is.
It's a grammar
You're
joke.
poking fun at the Me Too movement. You're not saying that. You're not like saying, these women.
Feel
You're
free
saying,
to use that joke in public and don't credit me.
Yes, do not credit. Yes, and
Or,
if you
or do if it takes off. Like, if I hear fucking Nathan Fielder using it next week,
of all people,
I'm going to be pissed.
his delivery for that would be awesome.
It actually probably would.
Hey, do you know why? He's so great.
I like that you just tried doing a Nathan Fielder impression by basically slowing down your speech.
That's
and sounding slightly awkward.
That's it. Yeah, I'm just bored. So yeah, that's that I think rounds out the show. I think we got some content out of all these bad boys. We do have a small announcement we wanted to save a couple of minutes for. We've got episode 250 coming up pretty soon.
Two episodes from now. If my math holds.
Yes, you can.
I may not be the king of Montana, but
you can add 248 plus 2 to get 250. And that's what happens, folks. We've gone a while, and people might be wondering what had ever happened to Bruce and Jason Jr. Last time you heard from them was pre-Christmas, I believe.
Before Christmas. And we have been getting regular updates from them.
We have been. And
we've made a choice.
Yes, yeah. And that is to essentially combine these pieces. We know his fate, but combine these. And yes, this is cheap. We want a little like, oh, what happened to them? Little teaser to get everybody listening to episode 250. But also, it'll be nice to actually hear a little bit longer segment. They usually come to us in 1 or 2 minute bursts. We're going to be hearing, the last bit of their endeavor all combined into one piece. And then after that, we're going to then stitch the whole piece together and release that separately. So expect in 250 to listen, hear about that, and also a bunch of other stuff we've got planned for you as we shamelessly ask for money. That's all we can really talk about in terms of the
it's
plans
a
we have
fundraiser.
for it. It's a fundraiser. It's a pledge drive fundraiser type thing we're doing. But we have content rolling in from sponsors, from people who want to perform on the show, things like that. Just standard pledge drive stuff like, this is what we provide you. Now give us money. So we're gonna whore ourselves out there because you know what? It's not free to do the show. We
also look
need
for
some
some
fucking
special celebrity guests.
Special celebrity guests.
Some fun people who are gonna make a little pop-up
I'm
appearance.
not saying Paul Hogan's gonna be there. Because he's not.
Or Adam Driver, because he's
not going to be there. But you know who might be there?
Paul Hogan and Adam Driver.
That's right. Yeah,
but
versions of them.
But we're not saying they're going to be there.
No, we won't because
they're not going to be there.
They're
they
not at
both
all.
said no. Like, it was weird to actually
sharply.
get a response.
Well, it didn't help that Paul Hogan, like when I emailed him, I said, 1, are you still alive?
Yeah.
And then 2, if you are, could you please be on our podcast? We have this hilarious bit where an Australian comes on and insults your culture, and I never heard back from him.
And I think with Adam Driver, I said, could you look less ugly and be less emo?
Yeah, and he replied.
I said, clean that up for the air. We don't want the we
I
don't want our
Can
listeners
you do
hearing ugly emo.
No. Can you do Adam Driver without all the Adam-y drivery shit?
Yeah. Can you just like?
Oh no!
I don't know.
No, I can't. No.
That's good, Adam Driver.
It was very
nice. If you could throw a Star Wars reference in there, you'd be golden.
You gotta have to write one for me. I don't know enough about
just say
it.
lightsaber.
Yeah. Oh no, lightsaber Wookiee.
Lightsaber Wookiee.
All right, so that does it for this. We're gonna go on some kind of song of some kind. Anything else to add, Mr. Beatman?
Get lost.
Get lost.
Get lost. Get lost. I don't know what all you guys doing over there. I'm just gonna put my dick in this. Get lost. Get lost.
Remix.
Dick in this. Get lost. Get lost. Dick in this. Get lost.